the district decider as these sides meet for the third time this season. Cass took the reverse fixture, and now Wakefield heading to the Tigers' house looking to return the compliment after taking the magic match at the Etihad. Richard Agar brings Ali Lawatiti back after his suspension, but loses Ollie Wilkes for the same reason. So Frankie Mariano drops from the starting lineup and replaces Wilkes on the bench. So the Wildcats have Richie Mathers at fullback, on the wings Peter Fox and Ben Cockayne, with Lee Smith and Dean Collis at centres. Paul Sykes' standoff with Tim Smith in at scrum half. Up front, Kyle Moore and Andy Raleigh alongside the hooker Andy Ellis. On the second row, as we say, Ali Lawatiti returns with Danny Kermond, and that man Danny Washbrook is in at loose forward as ever. On the substitutes bench, Kyle Wood, Frankie Mariano, Paul Johnson, and returning to the side, Matt James. Ian Millwood has no Ranky chase, but Danny Orr has shrugged off an injury to play, so the Tigers line up with Richard Owen in at fullback, Nick Youngquist and Rhys Williams are the two wingers, with Jordan Thompson and Josh Griffin in at centres. Danny Orr is in alongside Adam Milner. Up front, Paul Jackson and Craig Hubie, with Ryan Hudson returning to the side at hooker. On the second row, Grant Millington and Steve Snitch, with Jake Emmett in at loose forward. On the bench, Stuart Jones, Lee Mitchell, Nathan Massey and Jamie Ellis. Here we go then for round 3 of Wakefield versus Castleford. For the first time, it's at the Probase Coliseum. The Tigers get us underway, and Andy Raleigh's the first one to come powering into the line at the 10. As Wakefield come left here with Tim Smith. They've got men over if they can get the ball out wide. Lee Smith, though, is wrapped up in the tackle before he can get the pass away to Ben Cockayne. And Cockayne will have to take the ball from dummy half. He'll try and barrel his way over. Looks like he's held up short, though. Well, no, the try's given. Well, I thought that Ben Cockayne hadn't made it over. Didn't look to be too much celebration right on the far side in the corner. Out. Comes right. Tim Smith round the back for Mathers, and Mathers has got a gap, and Mathers will score here. And Richie Mathers will score. A little bit of a celebration in front of the Castleford fans, which won't go down too well with the home supporters. But at the opposite end of the field, it's the Wakefield fans. And in the end, Wakefield just have to keep possession here. Ellis this time swings one out towards Smith, round the back for Sykes. Sykes in again for Lee Smith. Can he get it away? No, he can't. Ball has come free. Cockayne will pick it up, tries to flip it inside. Kyle Moore couldn't take it though. And despite Ben Cook, we'll just have to wait a moment or two before he gets the opportunity to enter the fray. As Richie Mathers gets one out wide for Lee Smith, he tries to get the arms free. Looking for the pass out wide to Cockayne. Andy Raleigh taking a breather, putting a decent shift there. 35 minutes on the stopwatch at least. The Wildcats again inside the 10. Smith will try and take it through himself. He's just about over the line. Has he managed to get it down? Tim Smith, he has! He manages to pull away his arms free from Richard Owen's tackle and get the ball over the line. Better stuff here from the Wildcats as Tim Smith gets it off again. Kermond bounces away from a couple. He's got men out wide. In one of them's Collis, and Dean Collis will step inside. No one at home. And the first try of the second half will go to the Wildcats. Great break down that right hand side. And the overload was there as far as the Wildcats were concerned. To Danny Washbrook. Washbrook takes it off down the line, hooks away from one tackle. But in the end, it's a lot of yardage sideways, but not too many yards forward. But here comes Tim Smith now, drops it in. And the run comes through from Kermond. And Danny Kermond gets the try for the Wildcats. Great little pass inside, and Kermond at pace, racing through the line. And again this afternoon, a Wildcats player just having the pace to be able to stretch out the arm and get the ball over the whitewash for the score. Wood takes it from dummy half. Mathers dummies, almost gets away. He had something on his left shoulder. Could have got the offload in there, and the Wildcats could have been away. But on the last, Tim Smith will just put the kick over the top for the runners onto it, and Lee Smith's in there, untouched, nobody at home. And Smith's there. Smith and Smith creating the chance. And it's Lee Smith who puts it down for the score, right under the post, right in front of the Wakefield fans. They've hit the 30-point mark again here, Wakefield. Great little chip over the top. Nobody at home in a Tigers shirt at all. Wellington will come inside, manages to get away again from a couple of tacklers. Wildcats just guilty of switching off a little bit here in this set. Tigers just a couple of metres short, looking to get themselves on the board as Jackson tries to bury his way over. He thinks he's got it, and he has. And the Tigers are finally on the board. 61 minutes on the stopwatch. And finally the home fans have something to cheer. There's plenty of red, white and blue seen in the Olympic Stadium, but here comes young Crest to put some Tigers colours on the board. He hobbles away after putting the ball down under the sticks. Saw the angle through, was straight through the gap as the Wildcats switched off. And for the second time, the home side get themselves on the board. Last, Wakefield still 6 or 7 metres short. Ellis sizes up the options, goes right this time for Tim Smith, round the back for Mathers. Mathers sees the gap, and Mathers will go across untouched and smashes the ball into the Wakefield fans behind the post. Gets his second of the afternoon, Richie Mathers, and puts the top on this one. Surely now, with just a few minutes left. Bring it out again here with Ellis. Ellis tries to get it inside to Hudson, but there's white shirts all round him. And Andy Raleigh is the one to bring him to ground in the end. Forward pass, says the referee. Ellis looks questionably at the referee. It's who me, boss? But Ben Thaler adamant as the hooter brings this game to an end. And it's Wakefield who will win the 3 games as far as these two sides are concerned. They'll take away the plaudits, they take away the bragging rights. 2 wins out of 3. It's finished Castleford 12, Wakefield 40.